was in the middle of the road, and I couldn't move. Thankfully, there was 3 random guys on the side. They were like, "Don't worry, mate, stay there. We got you." They came running in, picked me up, and dragged me to the side. Turned to the crowd, and I give it. They're like, and I shit you not, this side start cheering. This side start cheering, and then before I knew it, the whole crowd were just cheering and screaming.
And then obviously it goes like 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! And then we're all like, yes! It's time to go! Press the fucking start on my run, and I'm like, yes, alright, here we go, George, this is the moment. And then all of a sudden, everyone stops. So what's going on? I was like, oh, what, marathon done? Oh, God, that's easy.
And you were like, let me know when you're done. Okay, what, are you done or something?
Yeah, so by this point we were like, oh, we'll see him at the finish line, cool. Then I call Imran to be like, oh, where are you? Blah, blah. He goes, yeah, I'm on the last mile. I'm like, Imran, get the fuck on the phone.
It's been a long time.
It has, man.
Why are we not uploading?
So, thanks for watching, I guess. Life.
Yeah,
Life is a beautiful thing and can get very... The video evidence, he always interrupts me.
No, I'd say we've got a little sabbatical.
What does that mean?
Like a little break.
Sebastian.
Okay.
to get shit together and
Yes.
like go forward in a better manner. We've done them before, and we'll probably do them again as we have done now.
Yeah, I think it gives us a good chance to regroup.
Yeah, exactly. And what better time to do it when we're all deprived of strength in our legs and exhausted because we just finished the half marathon.
Wait, we did it! Congrats!
Nice.
Brighton Half Marathon
Finisher. Yeah.
Finisher.
Finish.
And apart from obviously being tired,
Incredibly.
what emotion are you feeling right now? What does it feel like to be a half marathon completer?
Easy. That's not an emotion.
Yeah, that's not really an emotion.
I don't know. I think personally it's changed, like depending on what time you got me, because mile 12 to 13, mixed emotions of psyched and dreading, because I was like, okay, another mile point 2 to go, and then dreading like, oh fuck, I've still got another mile. And then finishing it, like seeing some people that we knew, and like having that support sort of throughout. Was really lovely, and also just like camaraderie within there. Because I personally we've never done a half marathon, any of us. So one thing that I found really lovely was like within the marathon. I don't know whether you guys got this, but like I had some people look over at me and say, "Come on, keep going. You can do this."
Multiple times.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
what actual runners or?
runners.
Oh, really?
Runners, yeah. Because
Nice.
I had to take breaks at points because my foot was getting numb, which it normally does. But luckily it didn't subside throughout the whole race. It just a bit in, I think, kilometer 3-4, which normally happens. And you got people beside you saying, "Come on, keep going."
Come on.
And then you get into a conversation, and then you leave them, and you go ahead, or
You were talking to people while running.
I was trying to like little bits and pieces of conversations.
fair
Met this lovely person, I think called Chloe from Bognor. She didn't plan on doing the marathon, but like her friend roped her into it, and then her friend broke a leg 4 weeks ago. So
Broke a leg.
no, it was really lovely. Just sort of the moral support, and I must say, if they are watching, shout out to the people who gave us gummy bears.
Oh my god.
I didn't have any. No, I didn't have any.
So good.
They have never tasted so good. When you're thirsty and you just need that little bit of sugar
little
here.
bit extra.
Yeah. Oh, but yeah, during the race, it was a lot of camaraderie, knowing that literally we are all in the same shit. We're all running the same amount. We're all doing it at our own pace, trying our best for the charities that we love and support, which for all of us was Macmillan Cancer Trust. Or is it?
Cancer Research.
Cancer Research.
Support.
Cancer Research.
either or Macmillan. And it was lovely having that bit to sort of drive you a bit further. And also just like getting to see you guys in like the little cross sections.
Oh, yeah.
There, like I was going forward, you were going
Yeah, that was
back,
cool.
and just like
That
having
was-
that little.
A little high five. As we
Yeah.
go.
I was looking out for you when we were
Yeah,
going
yeah,
around.
I
I
was-
was looking straight
I
at
was feeling so tired, like not tired, but like I was feeling myself sort of gassing out a little bit, and I thought, nah, I can't let them two see me just sort of walking.
I can't do that.
I can't see them see me. But yeah, that's how I felt during the race. So how did you guys feel? Because you guys stuck together for a little bit at the start, and I don't know what happened to you.
We were together for a good chunk of the first half.
Yeah.
For about 8k, I think.
Sorry, I'm smiling because it sounded like you said like in a relationship. So yeah, so we were together for a little bit, and then relationship didn't work
Fizzled
out.
It's just the way it is.
Sorry.
Well, no, we were, and then not together. We were running together for the first like 7 or 8k.
Yeah.
And then you went ahead of me. I slowly like dropped off a little bit because I thought the pace we're going is too fast. I was a little bit gassed out, I won't lie. And then I actually got a bit of I think it was a bit of cramp in my right calf, and I went, oh.
Whereabouts?
Just after we turned around near the pier. So we've done the Old Steen.
Old Steen, like.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Yeah,
pit.
yeah.
And then
Yeah,
going down
going
to.
towards the lagoon.
So what? Like mile.
It's like
7?
kilometre.
It was
Kilometre
probably.
12, roughly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So not quite. No, yeah, not quite two thirds of the way, but a decent chunk down the line.
Yeah.
And it kept happening to me that whole stretch. I'd just get a twinge in my calf, and I couldn't sustain a faster pace, so I had to slow down. And then I saw you. I think I was about, I'd say roughly 2 minutes behind you. At one point, I caught up. I was like, "This is not happening to me today.
Yeah.
I'm going. I'm running."
Whereabouts was this?
It was when we turned up at one of the points. To
Oh
go
yeah, the
round.
little weird points. Yeah.
Oh, was it near just after the I-360?
Yes, I think so.
So that would have been mile 7.
Yeah. So
No,
it wasn't long after I felt that first initial cramp go, and I was like, I've seen him.
He's there.
Let's
Get
go.
him.
And it was at that point when I tried to accelerate to try and close you down that I felt another twinge, and I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, Dan. You've done so much work for this, and now you're crumbling. Your calves are giving up on you.
Yeah.
And then I couldn't see you again for ages. I don't know where you went. You were just too far clear of me.
Started flying.
Did you guys stick to the 1:45 person or the 2 hour person, or did you just not?
I was
I
close. I was close to 145,
Yeah.
and I just dropped back.
Yeah.
We got close to 145, but then we just fucking did
So,
a race.
For context, within the marathon, I think most marathons might have this. Maybe
I think
not.
they do.
But at the start, you sort of had different paces, and you have pacemakers. So there was one for 1 hour 30 and below, where you sort of one person would stay that exact pace to finish the race, and you had the same for 1 hour 45, 2 hours, 2 hours 30, etc., and so on, so forth. I started at 2 hours 30, that mark, because by the time that I got in there, I didn't want to wrestle through everyone to get to the 2:15, which was pink, and I was like, you know what, I'll stay at the 2:30s at the moment and see how it goes. And then I went beyond the 2:30s, trying to catch up to the 2:15s, and I was like, you know what, if I stick within this bracket, I'll be very proud. And the 2:30s were like a boogeyman. I look over my shoulder, like, okay, they're not too far. I'll take a little walk for a little bit, just sort of try and get the calves back and running. Look back and he's suddenly fucking there. Like, alright, pace it,
We gotta go.
Yeah. But no, it was really lovely. Like even the pacemakers were like, "Come on, man, come on, you gotta go."
Gotta
I
go.
was taking a steady pace. Don't worry, you don't have to go too fast if you don't want to. And I was like, "Fuck this! Like, I'm not letting you. I'm not being at this point." But no, should we say our times?
Let's do it.
Well, let Dan.
Yeah.
You just.
Oh, yeah.
Say.
Continuing on, right? I got to when was it? It must have been about 13, 14 kilometers, and I had a proper calf.
Ooh.
It just went. I was in the middle of the road, and I couldn't move. So I had to get down on my bottom, sit down, and thankfully there was 3 random guys on the side. They were like, "Don't worry, mate, stay there, we got you." They came running in, picked me up, and dragged me to the side. I was like screaming pretty much screaming in pain.
Yeah.
And they done the calf stretch to get rid of the cramp.
Okay.
And they made me sit there for like 10 minutes, which thankfully, if I just tried to get up and run, I probably would have just fallen over again or something.
Oh, fair
They
enough.
really helped me kind of get back to normal leg.
That lovely atmosphere of loads of people coming
Just
out
coming
early.
to help. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like you said to me, like, they're not even part of the staff.
They're not even part of it.
Just random
there were no
free
volunteers. They weren't any of that. They were literally just people watching.
It's actually crazy.
It was ridiculous.
The fact that people just, and obviously all the supporters there as well, they were just constantly just giving you energy and obviously looking after you for that instant. It's like, it's incredible. And like you said to me, if you got injured like probably like a little bit further or a little bit too a bit before, they wouldn't have seen you.
No.
And then you could have been roped. So then, like you said, you could be out for now.
Yeah.
You might be even went home in an ambulance because it was that bad. Like,
Yeah, it really was bad. And then my left one went as well.
No, yeah.
Just not long after that. So I was like, trying to get further down the process.
Yeah.
Managed to get to about 19, and suddenly all the people around me are patting me on the back because I'm limping along now.
Yeah.
They're patting me on the back like, "Come on, mate, you've got this. Not long now, not long now." And in my head, I just had the finish line.
Yeah.
Just that finish line, getting through it, seeing everyone around, cheering and all of that. And before I knew it, there was half a kilometre to go. That stretch just disappeared for me.
Yeah.
And then, honestly, I'm limping along. There's 2 people in front of me. I'm like, I'm going to try and beat you as best I can, but I need a bit more motivation.
Yeah.
So I turn to the crowd and I give it. They're like, and I shit you not, this side start cheering, this side start cheering, and then before I knew it, the whole crowd were just cheering and screaming, and even the guy on the microphone is like, "Come on, lad, let's get through. He's limping, but he's gonna do it." And I'm just there like, this is me right now.
Did you manage to get any of that on camera?
I think it's recorded.
Yeah, I think it's recorded. I think they'll get footage of it.
So we're gonna get
definitely get that.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. At points, I did like want to cry or like tear up a little bit, just because the support was amazing.
Yeah.
Just when you feel like, okay, I might just gas out a little bit here and stop for a second, and you get someone going, "Come on, mate, you're doing it great. You're doing really well," and suddenly you find that little extra bit of energy to go that bit further. And it's lovely.
It's nice.
Man.
What happened to you?
What
was your race like?
I just saw red, and I just saw red, and I just went. The start of the race fucking threw me off. That threw all of us, I think, because obviously they were doing like separate groups because of COVID. They still want to take precautions, so they had like the really athlete, like fucking fast people at the front. Then it was us. Then I think it was you behind us. Blah blah blah. So obviously they set them one off, the fast people, and then it goes like 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! And then we're all like, yes, it's time to go. Press the fucking start on my track, my run, and I'm like, yes, all right, here we go, George. This is the moment, and then all of a sudden everyone stops. So what's going on? I was like, oh, what, marathon done? Calm, that was easy. I'll give you my medal. And then that threw me off. But then obviously we went blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Then it's a bit snide, but that hill straight away. What's that about? There's no need for it. It wasn't
brutal.
It wasn't that hard, but it was just because it was gradual. Like, I'd rather have climbed up a mountain like that instead of going like up a gradual hill, because it was just constantly going, bro, when was this hill flattened out?
Kind of like 2 mini hills. So you got one around the sea life centre.
Yeah.
And then you go a little bit. You go down a little bit. You go up, which is where I saw you two.
Yeah. So obviously we went round that roundabout in going towards Hollandine.
Yeah.
Saw you, and when I saw you, I was like, yes, come on in, man. I went to stop at, I don't know if you boys both stopped at the water station.
Yeah.
Bro, trying to drink while running. It's actually not the one.
You spilled most of the water.
It just went all over me.
I went, I can't wait for this water. It looks really cold. I went, bro. And then obviously I had like loads left, and I was like, fuck off, I don't want it now. I thought I was going to snatch it off the guy's hand. I thought I was going to be running too fast and just go yoink. No, he's alright. So yeah, then we get to like the what do we get to? We get to Oldstein, and yeah, mate, I just saw red. I just started racing. This is what
Oldstein that way or Oldstein?
Yeah, Oldstein going towards Lewis Road.
Yeah, okay.
At this point, I'm just like, when I'm on a run, I constantly just look at people to race.
Oh.
I constantly just like, all right, you're my target. I'm gonna beat you.
Yeah.
And that's what I do, and it helps me so much because then I get past them. I'm like, all right, you're next. And because it's a marathon, there's fucking loads of them. Yeah. Choose. Oh, you're looking slow. He's fast, not doing that. So then anyway, yeah, I get to like, I think it was like 5.11 average pace at this point. So I knew I was absolutely trapping, felt absolutely fine. And then get past Oldstein, sort of where your calf sort of situation happened. I popped the gel. I was like, right, I can pop this now, and then a little bit because I know I'm going to feel a bit tired. It'll boost me up a bit more. Wow, fucking hell, I lost energy quick. So I get to like, I think it was where was it? I think it was when we turned around to go to Lagoon.
Oh yeah, the ends.
Yeah.
Like the end stretch.
Yeah. And all of a sudden,
that's mile 10.
Mile 10, that's the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I all of a sudden just lost so much energy.
Really?
Yeah. And going up that little steep hill, like next to Fatboy Slim's house, I was like, I knew to myself, like I had loads of energy mentally. I was like, bro, this is the home stretch. This is what we've been talking about. But then I was like, bro, mate, I'm fatigued. And then the worst of the worst happened in that race. I had the worst stitch, and I always get a stitch on my right side. I don't know if there's anything to do with that, but I always get a stitch here, like right where my rib cage is. And I was obviously when you're breathing, you're extending your rib cage. So I breathe out, I breathe in, and then I just get a sharp pain. So I go, oh. So I'm not obviously breathing properly. So my breathing pattern was all over the place. And then obviously my legs now are fatigued because I'm not getting the right oxygen. And everything's just going wrong. And I'm like, I said to myself, I looked at my tattoo. I ain't gonna lie. I looked at my tattoo. Have hope, faith, trust, and believe. And I was like, bro, you can't stop now. This is the day. Like, this is the final fucking day. Like, you'll do this. And then I started talking to God. I was like, God, I'm not going to stop. So please heal my stitch. Like, please help me here. The devil's trying to attack me. Can you get him off me? And then all of a sudden I get to like, I think it was 19K, similar to you. And then I get a stitch on the other side. And at this point, I'm just like, fuck. I'm just like, what's going on? And I'm slowly recovering my breathing, so it's getting rid of the stitch. And then it gets to 20K, and I'm just like, whoa! I was like, hold on, repeat what you just said to me. Did you say 20K? We're done soon. And then all of a sudden, I get to just before the pier, and then all of a sudden, I see all these people. Yeah. And they're all going, yes, come on! And then I just went, oh fuck. And then I see the white and black flags. Like, obviously that's the finish line. And I went, fuck it. So I went out loud, like really loud. I probably looked mental. I went, like I went mental. And I went, and I just started sprinting. All these people I saw overtake me before, I just went, nah. Boom, see you later, eat my dust, like in a nice way. Eat my dust. And then I get near to the finish line. And I do it again, like constantly while I'm sprinting, I'm going, like, because I just have no energy. So it's just giving my fucking body energy. Get to the finish line and I celebrate like this. I go, yes, I did it. Then the scary part was my heart rate was really bad. Like when I finished, my heart felt really like weird, and I felt like I was gonna pass out. Like, obviously it's normal because I just sprinted when I had no energy. So my body's trying to fight. It's trying to like give me blood around the body. And then so I lean over, resting on my knees just to try and release that stress of my body. And all of a sudden I started shaking badly. I've never shaken after a run. I was shaking really bad. Really? I was just like constantly just shaking. But obviously what that is the reason they give you the foil is obviously your body gets really cold after a run, and especially when you're fatigued, so you have no energy, and your body's trying to warm you up and trying to produce blood all around the body. So I had nothing. I was just freezing. And I was fine. I felt like I was going to pass out, but then I sort of recouped very quickly. Paramedic came over to me and he was like, "You okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll be fine." Put the foil on me, and I felt fine. Like, and then when I finished, my main focus was like finding everyone. I was like, "Where's Enyo? Where's Dan? Where's Imran? I want to see my boys." And then I was like, "Where's my family too? Like, where is everyone?" And then see Enyo, congratulate him, hug him, blah blah blah. Then me and Enyo like, "Where's Dan?" I was like, oh, fucking hell. He was like, oh, I think I just saw him limping. And then I went in panic mode. I went, oh, shit, we've got to help him. Like, we've got to go back on or something. See Dan crosses the line. I'm like, I felt like a proud father. I was like, Dan, come here. Gave him a hug. And then that's the same with you when I saw you cross the line.
I gave you a call just before.
This man's crazy. This man's crazy.
So I was feeling so good. I was like, oh, just in case.
Quickly whip out the phone.
Yeah, because you just got a message, didn't you, from Imran saying, "But yeah, you messaged as well."
You messaged me and you were like, yeah, let me know when you're done. I was like, okay, what, are you done or something?
Yeah. So by this point, we were like, "Oh, we'll see him at the finish line. Cool." Yeah. Then I call Imran to be like, "Oh, where are you?" Blah blah blah. He goes, "Yeah, I'm on the last mile." I'm like, "Imran, get the fuck on the phone." And then like, we obviously say goodbye.
I was keeping the same pace. It was good.
You felt
so
fine.
funny.
Like when you said that to me over the phone, I was like, wow, I was proud.
No, it was for me. The run was the best that I've ever had. If I'm honest with you,
definitely.
So obviously going with everyone up the that steep hill. The first one was fine. Get to around. I was keeping the same pace consistently, sort of keeping with the pacemaker of 2 hours 30, and it was fine. I was like, you know what? If I stick here, maybe just go a little bit ahead, it'll be fine, as long as he just doesn't catch up to me. At around, so just after the turning when you're going back, just before you go down the hill, that's when my leg decided to go numb.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it happens. It happens around the 3rd or 4th kilometre.
How tight do you... Is it just your feet that do it?
It was my left foot. So sorry. It was my left foot.
It might be, do you tie your laces really tight?
The only thing that I could think of that would cause it was my laces. Yeah. So I was like, you know what, let me just take a minute, undo my laces, do them really loose, just in case. Yeah. And then I'd done that before in previous practice runs, and it just never worked. But for some reason today it worked.
Oh, there we go.
It worked flawlessly. So I kept on running consistently and with a good enough pace for about, from there... probably like halfway where I used to live. So, just after the I-360. So, back from Rottingdean, all the way up to the level, back down through, consistent. Consistent. Yeah. Again, I did that sort of thing in little bits, picking people off, not intentionally, but like just like, it helps. I'm going ahead of you.
Because I feel like that helps too. Like, sorry to interrupt. I think it helps too because obviously then you're just aimlessly running, and that's just when you see loads of people fucking overtake you. Yeah. But if you just pick out people, like certain different people, not necessarily like try and smoke them, but try and like beat them, or try and like even maintain the same pace. Them. Just try and if you see that someone's doing well, try and run with them. Yeah. Because they obviously know what they're doing. So,
exactly. Yeah. No, I decided to call Georgia whilst I was doing the run at like mile 6. I was just feeling really good.
This was your first 21k as well, wasn't it?
Yeah. I'd never done a 21k because I knew how exhausted it would leave me. Wow. And I was like, I can't afford to do that if I've got work the next day or whatever. So yeah, this was my first 21k. I was just calling Georgia, just like, hey, do you mind just telling the person to check out a little bit later? I'm going to just be a little longer. And she was like, you're on your run right now. I was like, yeah. I don't know, like...
I'm doing well.
Yeah, I'm doing fine.
Absolutely fine. Like,
and then that was the point. After that, I texted you. And then when I had a severe case of the runner's nipple on my left nipple. Like, it's still a bit sensitive now, but I thought it was because of the pin. So, the pin that I put...
it might be.
Yeah, so I took out the pin and just threw it. Because, I didn't want to deal with it anymore. But yeah, no, I mean, I got a bad case of runner's nipple. I think... about the point of King Alfred is where I started to feel it. Just bit by bit, slowly starting to go. Like, I'd done so well, and I was like, what? I didn't keep an eye on what the miles were, the K.
That's about 17k there, I think.
Yeah.
Like 16, 17.
Yeah, and I was doing so well from that point onwards, from that point before. And, it was really great, but then I could slowly start to feel myself sort of going. Not gonna lie to you, those energy drinks. I don't know what. Did you have the energy drinks?
What energy drinks?
So where you got the water,
there was also something else, wasn't
there? Yeah, at the end of them. So if you were running towards the end, on the right, like you'd have all the water, and at the end, the like last 2 or 3 people would be giving out like not energy drinks like. They'd be
Monster.
water. No, yeah.
Monster
I think
shot.
it was called like High Five or something.
Something like that, but like it was water with like a sachet packet of like something lemony.
Oh, it's the 0 calories.
Probably.
What's it called? I can't remember the name. But
yeah, but it tasted a bit weird, kind of lemony, and I was like, "Fuck it, just give it to me." Just. And since I didn't have like those gels, I was like, you know what, this will keep me going. Yeah. It kept me going, and I just kept on going. I just saw your mum.
Yeah.
Which was lovely. Yeah, nice surprise.
Boost. Gave me a boost when I saw.
Yeah. Then go around, and I'm like, fuck, it's 10 miles. I've only got 3 miles to go. I'd forgotten how long 3 miles actually was.
Yeah. So that's the issue.
1.6k.
And at this point, the 2 hour 30 boogeyman was really fucking... Yeah. He was like, I couldn't see him for the longest time. I was like, I'm pretty good, don't worry about it, no worries. Suddenly I see this red flag just sort of flying around, like, fuck.
No.
Go away, leave me alone.
Yeah. And yeah, just sort of just kept on going with bits and pieces where, like, you get to the 12th mile and you're like, fucking yes, let's go. For about 30 seconds before I'm like, fuck me, it's so long. But like, hey, it was pretty good. And then eventually got near enough to the finish line. They niced us with the finish line. I won't lie. We were going downhill.
Yeah, it was a slight decrease.
Yeah, slight decline. It was like enough to give me that little extra push to sort of go that bit further. Saw my girlfriend near the finish line. She saw you guys. She thought she was going to be late. Like, she thought she'd missed us.
Oh, really?
And then she saw you and she's like, nah, don't worry, I'm not late. Because she knew you were definitely going to come before me. Like, it kept at a steady pace until about probably the last 10 feet. Where I was like, you know what, I can see the checkered flags. I'm so close to them. I might as well give it my all. I gave it my all. It wasn't that fast, but it's all I had left in me. It's all I had. Yeah. And then went across the line. And then just people say, you did it.
You did it.
Well done.
Well done. And I was a proud father. I was like, hey, man.
Yeah, and then I saw you. And I was like, fucking did it. And you asked what my time was. And as soon as you asked, I got the text.
I was so happy.
Unreal.
Yeah, so
What time did you get?
My time came out to 2 hours and 27 minutes. So I managed to escape the 2 hour 30 minute.
He's probably thinking, fuck, I'll get it.
Yeah, managed to do it. But my god, exhausting afterwards. Go on, you two.
I'll go next. I got 2 hours 5 minutes.
Pretty good.
Good.
So,
considering the injuries.
Considering what did happen, I was on track. So at halfway, at the 10.5 mark, I was on 52.5 minutes.
That's crazy.
Wait, you were 10.5 mark? The 10.5 kilometers?
10.5k. So
okay.
exactly halfway, 52.5 minutes.
Oh.
So I was on track for a really good time.
Yeah.
So, I'm considering doing another one to try and...
It's back again next February.
Yeah.
So it's not too far.
Oh, it's not too far,
It's not far away. I think I could easily smoke a really good time.
Easily.
Yeah.
It's just unfortunate that it had to happen today.
But still be proud of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I said to you multiple times, like majority of people that get an injury and that sort of thing go, nah, that's it for me.
Yeah.
Think about you were doing 5k at 30 minutes. Oh no, 40 minutes like a year ago.
Yeah.
Now you're doing a fucking half marathon, mate.
Half marathon.
You should be proud.
Yeah.
And you smoked people at the end as well,
Yeah.
even when you're injured.
Yeah.
Like, that's disrespect.
Limping past people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you should be proud of it, mate.
Yeah,
I think that's still a good time. And then without the injuries, easily 150.
Yeah.
150 definitely.
Yeah.
100%.
It is what it is.
It is what it is, and you
We're here
fucking
now, I suppose.
you got the medal,
Exactly.
same as us, and I got hour and 54.
Oh, 54. One honourable mention to one man who might be watching this. Enyo. Whatever the fuck you took beforehand,
I want it.
let me know. Yeah, exactly.
I want
Man never did a 21k.
Exactly.
Hour 50. Oh,
1 hour 50. This man
Alright,
did some crazy shit.
He was his average pace was like 5.02.
Yeah, no, I saw him at first and I was like, wait, I've seen Enyo. I must. No offense to Enyo. I kind of assumed that he would have been like behind you guys, but he was fucking straight ahead, and I was like,
zooming.
good on you.
Yeah.
I think it's because when we got to up the hill and then round the roundabout, Enyo was well in front of us because we got sort of blocked off, and we sort of. I think me and you, we telepathically. That's not. Wait, how did you say it?
Telepathically.
That's the one. we said to each other like, bro, let's slow down because we're doing 5.2 here. We're doing way too fast.
Yeah.
And Enyo goes, nah, fuck that.
Fuck you.
I'm
guys.
looking for the fours, mate.
Enyo, I also shouted your name and said, "Come on, lad," but you had your earphones in. You didn't hear me.
No, congratulations, Enyo. And
Absolutely,
it's an honour.
congrats.
Absolute honour. But mate, we should all be very proud. We got the medals, boys. And the thing is, the most beautiful thing that I've taken from this is not the time. I'm very happy with the time. I'm happy with the medal. But the fact that we all put ourselves through that fucking mental game, physical game throughout the whole year after cancellation, and we still did it, and we still achieved it, and we still got that medal. We should all be very proud. Doesn't matter what time you get, as long as you pass that finish line, congratulations.
Yeah. We put our mind to something, and we actually did it. We followed through with
Yeah.
it, and I think we should all be very proud of ourselves.
Absolutely.
And the next question then, I guess, is: are you guys going to do anything like this in the future?
Like not for a little while. No. I think give it like a year. Because I'm not really a fan of running just generally. But I decided to do it for this, and it seemed like a great cause. So you put yourself through it so you can do it. But for the time being, I think I'm going to go back to the gym and like do weights training for a little bit because that's what I enjoy most. Yeah. And then after a year, if I feel like fuck it, I want to do another half marathon, or a marathon for that matter, then I'll put myself through the paces and do it again.
Do it.
Because to be fair, I got a really good runner's high. I don't know about you guys. I don't know whether it was a runner's high or I was just fucking disoriented.
It's the same thing, mate.
But no, I remember like looking down and looking up again and like fuck, I feel high, but like not a weed high or any other high that I've ever felt. It was just like oh god,
wow, this is happening.
Yeah.
The most like spotlight moment was when we were waiting to start. I just looked around. I just looked at all these people. I looked at the flags. I looked at my top, and I was like, "This is actually happening. This is actually happening." And we did it, mate. It was so sick. Yeah. To answer your question, I probably will. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. But my next focus is like similar to yours, but I'm going to try and get into like boxing and football again. So I really enjoyed that. So a marathon's not really on my mind for the next move, but I mean, I might still just carry on running. Just because I actually enjoy. I'm gonna have to for those other things. And mate, I might sign up for the other marathon, the next one, so I could do it with you.
Never know, you might rope us in again. That's how all this started.
He roped him and he roped me. And as a collective, we win.
But yeah, go on. What's your next move?
Yeah, go on.
Oh god, I would like to be able to prove to myself that I can do it in a really good time. Because I know I can. I just haven't done it on the big stage. Half marathon day. In front of the crowds where adrenaline's really high. I would love to be able to do that again at a faster pace than I was today. Albeit injuries, etc. So I think I'm going to do another half.
Do it.
Obviously, the full marathon is in question. I was debating whether or not to do that. That's a big difference, though.
Yeah, that's double whatever we did.
Yeah,
which is.
But I guess like I feel like we all probably could because we trained and we've done the half marathon. I'm not saying like you should just jump from one thing to double. Like it's not a smart thing. But if you train as long as we have, 10 months.
It's a stepping stone.
It's a stepping stone. And what's to say that you can't train for another like 10 months to a year and do the full marathon? I say go for it. If that's what you're thinking, then go for it.
Just got to think about it.
I'd say think about it.
What's the route? Because I think it's the full marathon is London, Brighton to London, or London to Brighton.
Actually, don't know.
I have no. Or is it just the same route that we did twice?
I think it's. I was speaking to someone at work. I can't remember the exact thing that he said, but I think it's like where they actually go to like Rottingdean. Like that length of distance, and then they go all the way around somewhere else, and then come all the way back round. It's the same start and finish, I'm pretty sure, but they just do like a massive.
I think if I was to do it, I would probably go for the London Marathon.
Yeah.
What's London Marathon?
What's the route for that one?
It's I can't remember, but it goes through the city. So you go pretty much around London.
Oh, okay.
Probably around zone 1.
Oh, okay.
Which is still it's a respectable
it's still quite big.
And you could be going past my workplace if that were the case. But
jokes.
Grab a cocktail.
Yeah.
A £25 cocktail.
But no. I mean, the London Marathon's a heavy hit. Heavy hitter.
It is.
And it's a new place, actually.
Yeah.
So if you train here, or even if you train in London too, like for one run, it's a completely new scenery. Now that you've done the Brighton Half Marathon, you might be like, I know what to expect. So it's not going to be as good. It's still going to be good, but it's not going to be as good. But if you do like the London one, completely new scenery.
Yeah,
that's true. To be fair, training in Brighton is so much better than training in London. Training in London was a fucking ball ache because air pollution and like there's no consistent going in one direction.
Right.
Otherwise you just sort of get lost, or you get too far away from home that you can't really get back. Yeah, the other shit. There's hills everywhere, or at least where I live. There's no one flat, straight line that you can go through. Which in Brighton, you've got the seafront, which you can just keep on going.
Yeah.
You could probably go from Madeira Drive all the way to Shoreham, then back, then go to Rottingdean. Like, you know the path that we cycled along the Seven Sisters, all the way there and then back, and that'd probably be a full marathon, if not close to.
Or if just do the half marathon but twice.
Yeah, that's it.
Do that same route twice. God. Which sounds fucking mental.
Yeah, nah. I honestly don't. I mean, I could have gone for like another couple of kilometers.
Really?
That, at the very most, in terms of like, I was already out, but since I knew that there was a finish line, the mental thing of like, okay, it's about to finish. You're now out of energy. I can't trick my body into thinking that there's more energy than there is. Yeah. But if you have the finish line that's further away, you can somewhat trick it into thinking, okay, it's close, but not that close, so keep on going.
I think for a change, I don't think I could have went anymore. Usually I feel really
to be
energized.
fair,
That was the run that absolutely wiped my energy completely. But that's the fastest fucking run I've ever done. Like,
is that your PB?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh,
yeah, 100%. I got an hour and 50 the last time.
Hour 59.
Yeah.
Shit. Nice.
I was left feeling very energized after it.
Oh yeah.
I had so much I had so much energy after it, and I was like, yeah, I could do a lot more. Could definitely do a lot more.
Well,
my legs just didn't have it.
Your situation was very different though. Like,
yeah.
You're obviously gonna you're gonna be full of energy.
Yeah.
But unfortunately your legs, your
you
calves.
can't help yourself.
And to be fair, we didn't really explain, but we were really rushing. So we got to town perfectly fine. We got down there at a good time. But then all of a sudden we were like, all right, I need to get my number. You need to get your number because Dan was the only person with a number. Go to the help place. Cool. We get our numbers. Right. Where's the baggage area? All the way on the other fucking side of the
it must have taken
thingy.
like 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah,
100% to walk there. Yeah, to walk down.
We thought we got there early, but apparently we had.
Yeah, so obviously we get to the baggage, and then at this point we have like 10 minutes, and we're like, boys, we didn't even stretch. We haven't done nothing.
Yeah.
Like, you briefly stretched.
I stretched at home, and
did
then
you
like
briefly stretch.
I didn't do anything.
Yeah, so
I've done
me and Dan
nothing.
are left with nothing. Imran's obviously only briefly stretched.
Yeah.
So we're very, very fucking like stiff.
Yeah.
So then put the bags down. I managed to stretch for a little bit. And then you didn't really fucking get to
I
stretch.
got like no stretches.
And what about you? You didn't really either.
I stretched for about like 10 minutes before I left the house.
Yeah, and that's
which isn't the ideal.
No.
It was a quick like stretch and go.
Yeah. But that's what I mean. So that's probably why of your injury. Usually me and you, when we're running,
That's true.
constantly stretch for at least 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah, we do a lot.
And
of
you
stretching.
meditate. You didn't meditate either. So there's a lot of aspects that's probably the reason why you got injured. So next time you'll know. Fuck a bag. Fuck, don't even need that shit.
Yeah.
Like, let's just go straight to the place, warm up, and then just stand there. If you have to stand there for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But mate, like I said, it's still unreal. You got a really good fucking time. You should be so proud of yourself. Same with you, Imran. When you told me that you got 2 hours 27, I was so fucking proud.
Yeah,
That
literally.
is
So proud. I was like, you haven't been able to train.
Yeah.
You haven't had time. You haven't had energy, and the fact that you can just pull off a 2 hours and 27. Imagine you trained.
Yeah.
Imagine you put yourself through that training. Easily hour and 30.
For context,
Not hour and 30. Fucking
job has
2 hours.
taken every bit of me that it can. So no training for the past 4 weeks.
Yeah.
So just in case.
Yeah.
Because last time they heard I was training, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. My
fair
taper
play.
week lasted a little bit longer than most, but it's fine.
And that's another thing too. We didn't run for the 2 weeks after we did a 21k.
You didn't do any runs. I think I'd done a little gentle jog, and that was it.
Yeah.
I was ill, severely ill.
That's obviously brought your body down completely.
I was really
There's so
really
much
ill.
aspects to why this happened. But
it is what it is.
it is
At the end of the
fucking
day,
what it is, bro.
we still completed
Yeah.
a half marathon.
We did, bro. We fucking did.
That's incredible. Not many people say that.
That's true.
There's a lot of people say that they would and they could, but they never do.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Everyone always talks about it being easy. Everyone always talks about, I could do one day.
It's only a half marathon.
It's only a half marathon. What are you on about?
Go do it. Go do
and
it.
try.
Go do it. Come
Like,
back to us.
Yeah.
Come back to us. But what the message, what we're trying to come off with this, I think me personally anyway, but you probably would agree, is when you said it briefly earlier, when you put your mind to anything, it could be literally anything, You can actually do it. You actually, even when the odds are against you. I had an injury, you had an injury, you had an injury. Like all of us had an injury before this marathon, like months before, that we shouldn't have ran, we shouldn't have done this, shouldn't have done that. We're still here. We are now sitting at this table with a fucking medal saying congratulations, well done.
Where's your medal, George?
Insert image here.
George,
do you know what I mean? No, wear it proud. No, wear it proud. Wear it proud. Because we should all be proud.
Have I done that?
To be fair, these medals, I was saying before, they look fucking nice.
They're really
It's just
good
a
quality.
shame that we paid extra to have our names and times extra. But I'm just saying, Brighton Half Marathon.
What I was going to say is, like, how would they have given you your bag? Because they gave everyone random bags.
Yeah.
They didn't give you like a specific bag, like with your number.
I guess they just charged us extra for the hell of it.
I mean,
Unless like you have to maybe print it off somewhere, or you have to go to
no.
a help desk line or something. I don't
Maybe
know.
we just have to get in contact.
Maybe.
But to be honest, I don't really care.
at this point, it's done.
At the end of the day, the money's
good.
going to go to the charity, so that's fine.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
mind.
the
I got the medal. I did it. I came and I conquered.
Yeah.
We conquered the
Might
Brighton
just
Half
put a
Marathon.
name here, like a little.
Oh, you easily could. You
Yeah,
get like
yeah,
a little,
just like a
you
little
could fill in your
sticker.
own thing,
No, not even a sticker. You could like ingrain it with like a metal.
Yeah, I might.
I might do the same. Honestly.
Yeah.
Put the
what we
time
could
in, like 2:27, 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Imran Ahmed,
Yeah,
Dan Kent, George Blackman.
10th of October.
10th of October.
2021.
Boys, I'm just going to gas you up real quick.
Okay.
I say
I'm ready.
the year is not even over. And have you understand what we've achieved?
We've come a long way this year.
A
We
hell
really
of a
have.
long.
Like the amount of shit we've done and the amount of things we've ticked off, and you know, we've done so much. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Pat on the back for
Yeah.
all of us, man.
Come on, and we're not even in December. We're not even at the end of the year.
We've still got a couple of months of this
It's
year.
gone quick though.
It has gone quick.
Yeah.
Still got my birthday.
Oh yeah.
Still got
fuck,
Dan's
shit.
birthday.
You gotta tell me when that is, because I got booked time off of work for that.
You should know.
13th of December. I know, but like when
Where
you're
you
having a
go
party, when you're having a party or like a gathering of some sort.
Probably. When is the 13th? What day is it?
It's a Monday actually.
I'll do it the weekend before.
But I was thinking about going away the weekend before actually.
No, fair
Where are you
enough.
going to go?
I don't know. I fancy just going away.
Well, let's fucking do it.
Yeah, boys trip away
Calm. Say less.
weekend before. I've let you know.
Plenty of time.
Plenty.
Book
Of
holiday.
See, it depends because I'm leaving. It depends because I'm leaving 20th of December till the 4th of January
That's calm.
for
It's the
Miami.
weekend before.
So I've asked for all of those days off.
Oh yeah, shit.
Yeah, which means that I miss out.
Say,
on, like,
just say you're going a week early or something.
because then I don't get
you won't
paid.
get
Yeah,
anything.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
But yeah, and this is just general chat.
Yeah.
You know the
figure that out.
dates.
We'll-
Figure it
We'll
out.
figure that out. Is there anything left to say?
Apart from well done, boys,
Well done.
I think that does wrap up today's episode.
It does.
Yes.
We will. We'll be back soon.
Absolutely.
content.
When we can walk properly, because we're all limping. We are all limping. To all of these subscribers, we've got like
Yeah.
237 now.
Yeah.
Little push.
Thank you.
Thank
Welcome.
you.
We will
Welcome
be back
to-
soon.
We've got plans.
Have we?
Oh, documentary.
Documentary.
Let me sit back down.
Oh yeah.
One time.
Although, like,
give
at
it-
this point, the documentary, we've got a load of footage for it.
There we just.
We just need to get the edit together.
For those of you who might not know, for the past 8 or so months of this journey of us taking the half marathon up until now, we've collated, I suppose, numerous videos to show the timeline as to where we were, what our times were, our experiences, our injuries, ups and downs, having the marathon postponed, all of the dramas that have come encapsulated with this half marathon. And we're putting it together in a documentary style that, like 30 minutes?
Yeah.
Like
I'd say
a
maybe.
30-minute documentary to outline.
It might be a bit more.
It might be a bit more, it
Doesn't
might be a
matter
bit
what
less.
the time, but,
It
like,
does.
it'd
It's a
be, yeah,
documentary
documentary.
nonetheless. Of the Unstructured podcast and what we felt with our struggles personally throughout this journey. And yeah, it should be coming out at some point or another. I have no
Yeah.
idea. But
Probably about a month or two.
Yeah. Yeah. When that comes out, like it's actually it's going to be quite good because there's the things what we want to do with it too is actually like express the experience of going through the training of a half marathon. So if anyone that's watching and maybe potentially did the half marathon and watching it,
Or
they
wants
would
to.
fully
Or wants to,
understand.
yeah.
Or and you never know, you might get inspired to do a half
Yeah.
marathon. Like,
Exactly.
we wanted to document it too because obviously it's a video representation of us,
Yeah.
so we can look back in the
Yeah.
future and be like, wow, this is when we did the
This
half
is
marathon. This
when we
was a
done it.
sick moment. Like,
Yeah.
So yeah, I would definitely advise watching it because it's not me plugging it. I don't care how well it does. Blah blah blah. Like
It's kind of more for us.
it's a really powerful and a really
Yeah.
like heartwarming thing to
Yeah,
watch.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So yeah, we put some time into it. Just
Wait
stay
and
posted.
wait and see.
Yeah,
until
wait
that
and
comes
see.
out.
I promise. It'll be good. It'll be good.
But I suppose until then.
Until then, look after yourselves,
Exactly.
and
do you want to do it?
I'll see you.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.